with Commerce Bank. Welcome to the 55th year for the Valley of Flowers Parade. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day, and we're happy to be here in good old Florissant without a drop of rain in the sky. I'm here with my partner, Tony Colombo, with FM 97.1 News Talk.
Yes.
Tony, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, sure. I am the co-host of the Dave Glover Show, heard every weekday at 3 o'clock on FM News Talk 97.1. Born and raised in Florissant, in the Hazelwood area.
Beautiful.
Been a big part of the Valley of Flowers many times, and just really happy to be here.
Great, great. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Our first float is our color guard, and they're coming right down, making some good sounds.
Like you said, Lily, it's just a great day to be out here. We've been through so much with this rain these last few days, and for it to have turned around and given us such a great weekend to have not only this parade, but the festivals, everything that's attached to
Exactly.
it. It's just a great weekend.
Just beautiful.
Looks like now we have the Hazelwood Central Marching Band. That's my alumni, class of '96.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just a youngster.
Yeah. Hazelwood Central Marching Band is leading the way right after the Valley of Flowers, and of course our Florissant Police Chief, Tim Lowry. Tim Lowry and the Hazelwood Central Hawks Marching Band gets us started today in the parade.
Yes, indeed. And I believe I see the Florissant Valley Fire Protection, or I hear that, yes, there they are, following close behind.
Everybody's got to stop and get that picture. Yeah, everybody's got to stop at this one part. It looks like everybody's kind of pausing for their big photo op at the very beginning.
Right. Listen to the marching band. Were you in the band?
I was not. Believe it or not, I took a lot of media classes. So it kind of paid off.
And thus explains your job.
Yeah, I was newspaper, yearbook. But yeah, proud graduate of Hazelwood Central, so it's nice to see those guys coming through. Like you said, the fire department is following them, followed by our parade marshal.
I believe they've got 3 or 4 entries in the Florissant Valley Fire Protection.
Take a minute here to give a couple of big thank yous to a couple of our sponsors. There's so many individuals and groups that are a part of this parade. Of course, the City of Florissant, Citizens National Bank, Commerce Bank, of course, Lillie, so thank you so much. Don Hefter Jewelers, Florissant Rotary Club, Handyman True Value Hardware, Knights of Columbus, the Duchesne Council, Missouri Arts Council, and the Regional Arts Commission. Big thanks to, those are just a few of our many sponsors here. We'll
Right, a
be
lot
thanking
of
them as
hard
we go.
work and effort goes into putting this parade together, so we appreciate all of the assistance from these groups.
So I think our mayor, Mayor Tom Schneider is going to be coming by here in just a moment.
And then should be followed closely by the Valley of Flowers Reigning Court, the 2016 court, and there they are.
You know, we were talking a little bit right before we went on the air about the history of this parade. I knew it had been around for a long time, but this is the 55th year?
55 years.
1963 is when the Valley of Flowers started as the celebration, the first Festival of Spring.
So we probably have some of the grandchildren of the original founders that are participating in this event this year. And then we should have our City Council, Wards 1 through 9. Should be next. We have a new council member this year for Ward 8, I believe. And its name is Parsons. Is it Robert
That's correct.
Parsons?
Yep,
Yes.
that is correct.
In fact, his wife is a school teacher at Cummins Lane.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's very nice.
What a great day for a parade.
Oh, isn't it?
My goodness.
I know. Believe me,
just
all week I was
amazing.
worried about this. We have our municipal judge, Dan Boyle, be coming by here in just a moment.
They're getting going.
Yeah,
Going.
there goes the council people.
There we go, Ward 4 with Jeff Caputa. Jeff's wife works for Commerce Bank. Just a little history there.
There you go.
Not a long time.
There goes Gerald Henke.
Ward 6. Got a little PR going there. Here's some people sounding their horns for him.
Our marshal this year was Dr. Randall Jones of the Cross Keys Animal Clinic. He went by a few moments ago. Lifetime resident of Florissant. Very, very cool to see him being a part of this today.
Yeah, he actually went away to school but chose to come back and practice here in Florissant. So.
And there's Robert Parson, the newly elected council person that you were just mentioning. We should give a big thanks to all of the council people: Tim Lee, Tim Jones, Jeff Caputa, Joe Egan, Keith Schilderoth, Gerald Henke, Jackie Pagano, the new Robert Parson, and Tommy Siam. And there's the municipal judge, Dan Boyle.
There's Dan. And I do believe that I see our county executive, Steve Stenger. He's coming right along a golf cart. I like driving those golf carts.
That's the way to ride today.
I'm better at that than playing golf.
That's the way to ride today in this great weather. Thanks, Chief Steve Stenger.
Well, let's see who's following close behind Steve.
I think we're going to see City Council member Rochelle Walton Gray, I think, is going to be following.
Let's see if
Steve.
She was able to be with us this year. Look at the crowd. I mean,
I think people have been dying to get outside. You know, I think it's just, the weather turning around has really.
Well, their state
really
representative, Gretchen Bangert.
Yes.
She's with us today. But yes, I think you're right. I think that we've had so much rain until this was the first opportunity to get out, and it's a beautiful day.
Just picture Russ for a minute.
We have Russ Inman. He is out and about in the parade, in the crowd out there, in this wonderful crowd. We're going to throw it to Russ and see who he's speaking with.
Parade is one of
Take
those
it away,
great
Russ.
times of year where families come out for all kinds of reasons. Most of them, it's year after year. Right now we've got Marissa. What's your favorite reason for coming to the parade?
I like spending time with my family at the parade.
Do you have a favorite float? Do you like looking at the princesses? What is it?
I don't know. I just like being in the yard over there and doing what I want to do.
All right, well, it's good to see you out here. It's good to see so many young faces here at the parade. It is a great day to be out here, and we've got another one coming up right now, the Cadet Rhythmettes.
It looks like we have the Girl Scouts Rhythmettes next.
Girl Scouts Rhythmettes. Followed by all the Girl Scouts represented in the parade today. This parade is, of course, the official highlight of the weekend. It leads up to the crowning of the Valley of Flowers Queen and Court at the Duchesne Knights of Columbus Pavilion. Awards are also presented to the winning parade units, their sponsors, and there's a pretty baby photo contest winner. I did not bring my 10-week-old because
you should have.
I figured it would be cheating because he's pretty cute.
Oh my goodness! So he would win, hands down.
I think he would have. I think he would have had a leg up.
That's apparent.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
I have a almost 14-year-old at home too, who maybe one day will be maybe in the running for the queen or the court.
Wow.
Yeah, very fun
Just
stuff.
keep that thought. Keep it going.
That's right.
And next we have the District 9
The
Girl
more the
Scouts of Eastern Missouri.
Yep.
And this is a huge crowd typically. Typically there's about 500 in that group, and I think they all came out
Wow.
today. Look at the smiles.
Yeah, it's so great to see all of these people. I took a picture a little bit ago and posted it on social media right before the parade
good.
started. And just the weather and the attendance and just everything out here. The wind has wreaked a little havoc with our little station here and our papers.
Let's try to blow our papers away. Yeah,
but that's a small price to pay for such a beautiful day. So
Right.
yeah, it's really, really
Look at
cool.
this sea of green. That's what I call them, with their
Yes.
little green t-shirts on.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't have a hard time finding any volunteers to walk in the parade on a day like this.
No, this is the kind of weather that brings everybody out, and the crowd is in full force today.
Absolutely.
And hopefully they'll remember to take the kids to the carnival down the street. Don't forget to get some hot dogs and brats on the way down there.
So much happening in the city today, and has been going on all weekend long with the carnival and the great food and all the festivities that are attached with Valley of the Flowers. There's a reason why it's been around for 55 years. You know, it's an incredible event.
When you think of the effort of everyone involved in keeping the momentum and keeping this parade and celebration going, it's a lot of effort over 55 years.
Absolutely. I want to mention a few more of our sponsors: Florissant Old Town Partners, Kent Miller Photography, Quick Copy, Steve Robbins Certified Financial Planner, and Stitches in Color. More of the massive group of sponsors that help make the Valley of Flowers be the special event and the great day and great weekend
Precisely.
that it is every year. And these Girl Scouts bring it, don't they?
Yes. And there they are. I think there might be an
Still
end
going.
in sight.
Yeah,
to them.
still going. Like you said, hundreds of them. I think following the Girl Scouts, not to jump ahead too far, but there's so many of them.
And they're still moving.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
you're
still
right.
moving through. But I think immediately following them, we're going to see our first Queen candidate. And the Queen candidates.
Peyton, she's
for
another one
this
just
year.
standing by, collecting beads, getting candy. Peyton, why do you come out here every year?
Because I like to watch all these people have fun and put candy. The most thing I love the candies.
Now, pretty soon we're going to start seeing some Queen candidates come by. You think one day you might want to be one of those Queen candidates?
Mm-hmm.
I can see you up there on a float already. Thanks for coming out.
You're welcome.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Russ. Russ is working the crowd. He's got the job today.
Yes, he
He's
does.
He's the luckiest person on the team because he gets to be out there and socializing with the folks. Gets a front row seat of all these great groups and parade and floats and everything that comes through. And he just mentioned it. Russ just alluded to it. What I was talking about is the first of the Queen candidates. Queen candidates, there's 17 of them this year, if I'm correct.
That's correct.
And they will be dispersed throughout the parade, and we'll see our first one
Just
coming up in just a
right
moment
after the Girl
the
Scout.
Girl
Yeah.
Scouts who are still
we keep looking
going.
for that
That's
Queen
right.
candidate, but we can't see her through the sea of green. And the Girl Scouts are throwing candy to the crowd.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're a hit.
And I believe we might be coming to the end of the Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri, District 9. I believe our first Queen candidate has a horse and carriage
Yes, she is. That you can see the horse
unit.
coming into the screen now, and that is our first Queen candidate, 2017 Queen candidate, and this is Madison Jones.
And you met Madison, didn't you?
I
earlier?
did. I had an opportunity to meet all of these wonderful candidates it's too bad. I mean, there's 17 of them, you know, just such a large number, which is actually a little bit down from years past, which is amazing because 17 is so many. It's too bad that there's not 17 queens. But you know what I mean?
I know.
It's too bad there's not a spot
I'm sure it's
for
a difficult challenge
every
to
single
pick
one of
just
them.
5 for the court.
Yeah, but here goes Madison Jones. She's from Marquette Catholic High School. She's in her junior year there. She's sponsored by the Florissant City Diner.
Beautiful dress. She seems happy.
Oh, she's got her queen wave down. You see that?
Right, I think they practice on that.
That is impressive.
I think that's a requirement. You have to get really good with it.
I see Russ is on the move again.
And let's see.
Gotta go find us some more folks. Yeah, following.
That's a beautifully decorated vehicle. I believe that's Family Pride Contracting.
That is correct. It's Family Pride Contracting. Cool to see Madison on the horse and carriage. That's arriving in style.
I know, that's beautiful.
But yeah, here's Family Pride Catering, or Contracting, excuse me.
And it says that they provide employment for those in need, volunteering their services to those in a financial bind at an affordable price. Treat their home as if it were ours. So what a nice focus for the community.
Diamond
That's Family
Kings,
Pride.
yeah, Diamond Kings baseball. Little guys there, good looking baseball team. Probably had a game today.
Oh, well, I would say that this would be a day for it.
No kidding. Great to see them. Young men walking in the parade there.
All right, and we have another decorated vehicle.
Yeah, I think this is our second queen candidate. This is Victoria Shaljo? Don't want to mispronounce her name.
Yeah, we're probably chopping that one up a little bit, but hopefully she'll understand.
Victoria is from McClure North High School. Her sponsor is Biondo Sewer Service. That float you were talking about represents several different interpretations of the wonders of the world. They, at the candidates' tea, at the dinner that we were all introduced to these candidates at a few weeks ago, they were all asked to give us what they would deem be the 8th wonder of the world if they could elect it. So I imagine that her float is inspired by that question.
It's beautiful. A lot of hard work went into that. And it says here that she's from a family of 9.
Wow.
It's a big family nowadays, isn't it?
It sure is. I think after Victoria, we're going to have the Sacred Heart Kindergarten.
And Sacred Heart Kindergarten, and I believe they got a float full of the students, it looks like.
I mentioned the 10-week-old that I have, the 14-year-old that I have. I also have a kindergartner at home.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got it all.
So they would be right in place.
She would work. She would sit perfectly in that group. I don't know if she would stay quiet or sit still. Following the kindergarten is Youth Dedicated Incorporated.
And this group is, they do a majorette, pom-pom, dance team, and the dance team is called the Glistening Diamonds. They offer free tutoring to children.
Very cool. Get an opportunity to show their moves in front of all these folks out here today.
Nice costumes.
I think we're going to have our 3rd Queen's candidate following Youth Dedicated. So far we've had one on a horse, which is pretty cool, and one in a very beautiful float. So these candidates
They're putting
are really,
some work into this,
yeah, they
aren't
really are putting some effort into this today.
And this looks like
I think this is going to be.
This vehicle might be pulling a float. And there she is, waving with that
nice
famous wave.
That queen wave. She doesn't quite have the Queen Elizabeth down quite as much as we saw a little bit earlier, but
she's doing pretty good.
That's all right. Yeah, that is a beautiful float.
Sonora Eldred, Queen candidate.
That's right.
Sponsored by Max's Meats and Deli.
From Marquette Catholic High School. She's a soccer player there. Team went to state, excuse me, last year.
And she has 4 siblings, not 9.
Now she's working the queen wave. Now she's got it.
All right. She switched hands. She's probably better with her right hand. See, that was a left hand before.
This next float is a hit. This is always one of the favorites.
The bubble bus.
Anywhere these guys go, the bubble bus, as you can see, just hundreds and thousands of bubbles coming out of the back of that vehicle. Kids get to run around and play behind that.
They're dancing in the street.
Yeah.
Behind the bubbles.
Not popular at all, are they?
The bubble bus.
Yeah, very cool. Look at that.
And next we have one of our oldest dance studios here in North County, Laverne Meyer School of Dance. It's been offering dance lessons in tap, ballet, jazz, acrobats, hip hop since 1957.
We've got to deal with the remnants of the bubbles and the kids that are still
they're
playing
still out
in the bubble.
They had to hold a little
look
bit.
at the moms. Come on, the bubbles are over.
Yeah.
Let these folks go through.
But yeah, Laverne Meyer.
Yeah,
dance.
very nice to see them. Again, I'm sure it's, with the radio station, FM News Talk 97.1, we've had the opportunity to be in so many parades over the years. And, sometimes we've talked about how nice the weather is here today. Sometimes you deal with days that aren't so nice and they're not as well attended.
Right.
And it can be a bit of a chore if it's bad weather and there's not a whole lot of people watching the parade. But on a day like this, with all of these people out here in such beautiful weather, to get an opportunity to go down the street, and if you're dancing and or if you're
it's just
created a beautiful float.
Yeah, it's not very
show
difficult
that to everybody.
have a good time.
Exactly.
On today.
No, it's just a really cool thing
and
to be a part of.
We have DeSmet Retirement Communities just passing us right now.
That is correct.
Nestled in the heart of Florissant. Community is close to everything, shopping, restaurants, a beautiful place for your loved one.
And then we have our 4th Queen candidate, Taylor Williams from McClure North High School. Her sponsor is North County Churches Uniting. She's going with the 2-handed wave.
Trying to make sure she's getting it right. Yes. She's not going to guess on it. And she's got a friend who's waving as well.
Yeah. These candidates have done they're representing themselves very well so far. Very beautiful floats. The horse and carriage. So nice to see, very pretty.
And coming up next is Complete Auto Body and Repair. I believe that's who's next. It should be, because I see a dance studio right behind us.
Yes, yep, another opportunity for those kids to show off a little bit of their dance moves in front of a big crowd here, the Valley of Flowers Parade. It's going to be LA Dance Center. That's right behind Complete Auto Body and Repair.
And we can hear their music.
Yeah.
So,
they come through right now.
Tony, have you ever taken dance?
I have not taken dance, but being the father of 2 daughters,
you're going to have to get into it.
Yeah, I've been to many a dance recital, and I've seen many a dance routine. There they are now, LA Dance Center coming through.
And LA Dance Center has been in Florissant for 26 years, so got a little bit of history here too. Performing in the Valley of Flowers Parade is an annual event for the dancers. Every other year they travel to Florida and perform at Disney World. They've also traveled and performed in Branson, New York City, and they're pleased to be here.
On number 43, custom Corvettes, pass it to Russ. Thank you.
Following LA Dance Center, we have our 5th. There's 17 Queens candidates this year. We have our 5th candidate coming through now. This is Jasmine McCormick.
And Jasmine attends Hazelwood West High School, and she's sponsored by Handyman Hardware.
Very cool.
Her float represents the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, with Jasmine flying over on her magic carpet. Look at that.
That's beautiful. Handyman Hardware, one of our sponsors today, too.
Very good.
Yeah. A few more. I just want to get some of these sponsors mentioned throughout the parade. There's so many groups that have come together to make this happen today. Christian Hospital, Northwest Healthcare, the Smet Retirement Community, the Delmar Gardens family, Energy View Windows, among many others.
And this is Hazelwood West Middle School's marching band. Putting out some good sounds.
Yeah. My daughter's a part of the Hazelwood West Orchestra. Not in the marching band, so she's unfortunately not here today, but the Hazelwood West, Middle School Orchestra, the group that's passing us right now, goes to that school.
And next we have Zopi Family Circus, and they have a little miniature.
Oh, wow.
Look
The
at
little
that
mini
horse.
horse. Yes.
Look at the costumes.
It's going to be more kids wanting to run out. And I think we have another Queen's candidate coming through. This is Samantha Hayner. That's not Samantha Hayner. That's Samantha Hayner.
That's Samantha Hayner.
Not the clown. Samantha Hayner, she doesn't need the horse and carriage. She's just going on the horse.
I know.
That's very nice.
In
Very
a beautiful
cool.
dress.
Yes, she goes to North County Christian School. That's also her sponsor, North County Christian School.
And she's riding Princess, a 10-year-old Tennessee walking horse. Says that she enjoys Tennessee walkers because their gated walk provides a smoother ride. She also looks forward to attending college where she will study agriculture and equestrian studies.
She's our 6th of 17 Queen's candidates this year, and I think right now we were going to go back out to Russ Inman, who is in the crowd with our next group, Custom Corvettes. Go ahead, Russ.
As Custom Corvettes comes down, we're gonna talk to another family right here that's used to coming down to the parade quite often. Man, what's your name?
Laura.
Laura, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
You know, we need that umbrella for a whole nother reason today. It's a good thing that it's not raining. Laura, tell me, how many years have you been coming?
Well, my oldest daughter, about 30 years.
30 years. You hear that? It doesn't matter. It never gets old. The parades are fresh every year. Back to you guys.
Very good. Thanks, Russ. Russ out there working the crowd. He knows what he's doing. And look at these cars. Look at the Custom Corvettes.
This is just amazing. I think this, for the guys coming to the parade anyway, the dads out there,
yes.
This is the special feature.
I can attest to that sentiment. I know that I would like to get a closer look at some of those cars. Yeah, look at those beautiful vehicles.
It's just amazing. And the sounds coming from those engines.
Yeah, the engines there are no joke.
I don't know if I saw the yellow one this year. Did you see that one yet? That's always my favorite. It's canary yellow.
Yeah. They have them in all different colors, and they are beautiful.
And following Custom Corvettes,
Greater North County Chamber of Commerce, is that? Listen to those Corvettes rev that engine. I don't know if that's coming through on the television like it's coming through here, but these cars sound great.
and we have our Queen candidate number 7, which is Rosie Patrick.
She is sponsored by Winchell Carpet Service.
And it took 25 hours and 12 people to create this great pyramid, a replica of the original one built around 2500 BC.
Wow.
The oldest of the 7 wonders in the ancient world, the only one to remain largely intact today.
Again, going back to that original dinner where the candidates were all asked what they would elect to be the 8th wonder of the world if they could. I think they were inspired by that. Rosie goes to Incarnate Ward Academy. We're going to have another dance team coming through after our latest candidate here. This is Dance Explosion.
This is a family-owned dance studio that's been in business for 17 years in Florissant. Their competition group went to 2 events and won 1st and 2nd place at those events. Very good.
Great job by them.
Dance Explosion.
Following Dance Explosion is St. Andrew's United Methodist Church.
And a little bit about them, from Bach and Beethoven to Andre Crouch and Amy Grant. The role of music at St. Andrew is a very important part of the church.
Cool. It's the St. Andrew's United Methodist Men. And then we have our 8th Queen candidate. This is Taylor Gaw, sponsored by the Sacred Heart Parish.
She attends Incarnate Word Academy. Taylor says she's always had a weird love for the song Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim. I remember that. Her affection for nature along with song combined to create her own field of tulips to tiptoe through the parade route.
That's
very creative.
Yes.
Put the tulips on that float.
There you go.
Very creative. That's Taylor Gaw, Queen candidate.
Yep, she was our 8th Queen candidate. There's 17 in total today that are going to be spread out through the parade. Following Taylor is the World Martial Arts Academy. You see them there showing off a few of their moves.
They got little guys in that.
Yeah. Looking good. This is just a real, the kids that get an opportunity to participate. We talked to, we've been talking all day about the beautiful weather and how lucky we are to have gotten a day like this to be out here, and these guys get to go out, whether they're the martial arts group that we're seeing here, World Martial Arts Academy, or the dance groups, just to be able to go out and show off in front of such a large audience.
I think that's the big
thrilling.
The big draw today is that the weather is just so beautiful. How could you say no?
Exactly.
To it. And it is a challenge when the weather is overcast and a little bit cold.
Sure.
But they still show up. Through the years, people have been very good about participating. But this is beautiful.
And look at this vehicle, very cool. This is Ford's Unlimited coming through here, being led by this old-fashioned fire truck. Looks like a restored old fire truck. Very beautiful vehicle there. I think they're going to have some, we had the Corvette go by earlier, and I think we're going to see some Ford vehicles following that fire truck. Looks like they've got some candy they're throwing out as well.
Yes, they do. And a few cars that are considered antique now that they're sponsoring.
Oh, that's nice.
Of course, I don't think they're so antique. I remember those cars.
I was going to say.
Yeah, does that mean that I'm an antique?
I don't think, Lily, I don't believe that at all. Not for a second.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Although, as nice as that car is that we're seeing on the screen now, that truck behind it is more my style. That is a beautiful vehicle back there.
That's a nice truck.
I want to mention a few more of our sponsors. Florissant Bully Alliance, Florissant Dental Services, of course, Fritz's Frozen Custard.
Yes, I would vote for Fritz's.
Yeah, Fritz's been around a long time here in Florissant and a definite favorite. And Jimmy John's, another sponsor that we have to say thank you to.
Very good. All right, let's see who we got next.
I think we're about to be introduced to our 9th Queen candidate. I think in a moment here we're going to see Morgan Keel. She's a member of the girls swimming and diving team, McClure North High School. She's sponsored by VFW Post 4105.
Right. And another float. It takes hours to build these floats.
I know they do.
It's a lot of work. And she's got flowers on hers too. Pretty neat. And she's a right-hand waver.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Wave.
It's got the, there's the queen. Got the queen move down.
Well, no, she's using both hands. So she's been trained well.
You have to acknowledge the audience on both sides of you.
Well, I didn't realize
Can't leave
that.
Can't leave anybody out.
Look at
Make
that.
eye contact with everyone.
She gives equal billing to both hands, both sides of the street. Very good.
I like that. Equal billing. That's right. Morgan is followed by Point of Surrender.
Point of Surrender provides training for dancers of all skill levels. They're a faith-based organization that cultivates the seed, those who are truly called upon to worship through dance and the arts. Point of Surrender.
So cool to see all of the people involved, all of the people out here watching.
So not only do we have beautiful weather and no rain, but no flooding.
No flooding.
Isn't that beautiful?
I know, it is. I think most of the parks
Been
are
so fortunate.
I think most of the parks are dried out and opened back up after a few days of being waterlogged. So it's beautiful here.
Next we have Florissant Presbyterian Church. Number of hours to decorate that float was 15 hours.
Wow.
People involved, 20. So a lot of work.
You know, we're talking about how much fun it is for these groups to be in the parade, you know, actually a part of the afternoon. But it's a lot of fun leading up to the parade, being one of those folks that gets to work on the floats with your school, your church, whatever organization you're with, to sort of be on the team that puts those together is a lot of fun. And we have another Queen candidate here. This is Anna Wiesa.
Wiesa? Not sure.
Whichever one you want to go with is fine with me.
She's with Incarnate Word Academy and sponsored by one of my favorite places, Old Town Donuts.
Old Town Donuts. Not too many days go by in a row without a stop at Old Town Donuts in our household.
You can't go wrong being sponsored by Old Town Donuts.
No, look at that vehicle she's in too.
1958 Ford Edsel.
Wow. You don't need to spend time decorating a float when you've got a beautiful,
exactly. You don't have
restored,
to do anything
unbelievable vehicle like that to ride in. Following Anna is the Sparkling Stars.
Sparkling Stars. They're St. Louis hip hop and Palms traveling competitive dance team, known as the Sparkling Stars. They love to inspire young girls and to build their self-esteem.
Oh, very cool.
Sparkling Stars.
Great group. A few more sponsors to mention here: Krause's Catering Cakes, Mattingly's Sports Bar and Grill, Nicodem Dental, Sam's Club, and Trinity Catholic High School.
Took a lot of sponsors and a lot of support.
There's so many people involved at every level of this parade and this weekend and these festivities. It's just unbelievable. We have another Queen's candidate. This is our 11th. Again, there are 17 Queen's candidates this year. This is Allie Brown. She is sponsored by Peroni's Pizza, another unbelievable eating establishment here in Florissant. Yeah, love the Peroni's Pizza.
Incarnate Word, another Incarnate Word Academy student. Ella is an honor student at Incarnate Word. She's active in theater, volunteering for charities and her church. Her float is inspired by one of her favorite movies, Roman Holiday,
very cool,
featuring the Roman Colosseum.
Nice.
Allie Brown.
Tell me she's not having a blast.
Yes, she is.
She is enjoying herself.
Look
as
at the
is
columns.
Everybody. Yeah, the Roman. Oh,
I'm not sure.
Kids in the. I think that's the end of her. That's part of her float. I think that's the back part of her float, of Allie's float. Very cool. We just mentioned Trinity High School as one of the sponsors. They're not only a sponsor, they are a participant. Trinity Catholic High School is passing us now. You know, we mentioned all the sponsors, and I mean, there's just, you know, just so many of them. But really want to send out a special thank you to the Florissant Police Department and the Florissant Fire Departments for all of their help, their dedication, their service to the community. Of course, not just today with this beautiful parade and this weekend with all these great festivities, but every day here. We're so lucky to have a great police force and the fire departments here in Florissant.
It puts an extra level of responsibility on them to manage large crowds like this and to keep everybody safe. So hats off to them.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for your support with all of this. After Trinity Catholic School, we're seeing Lone Car Club. After the Lone Car Club.
Another candidate, right?
After the Lone Car Club, we saw our Veteran of the Year, John Frank Dumas. Began his military career in 1965, training at Fort Leonard Wood. 1967, he was assigned to the 103rd Airborne Brigade in Vietnam, where he saw combat.
Very good.
Big thank you to our Veteran of the Year. We also had,
I believe Heidi Amberg, our 12th Queen candidate, followed him, and she's sponsored by Bommarito Automotive. She attends Marquette Catholic High School. Heidi has the pleasure of being escorted by a band, new 2017 Ford Mustang from Bommarito Automotive. I know she appreciated that, being able to ride in style.
Absolutely.
And I believe we're listening to, let's see, is that St. Angela?
This is that was St.
Angela Marisi's
St. Angela
drama.
Marisi just went by, and now we're seeing Welsh Heating and Cooling.
And Welsh is in the parade every year, and they typically enter the 1948 Ford, and I just love watching that truck. It's just beautiful. It's a pickup truck.
That's cool.
But yes, they have been loyal participants for years. And I believe we have another Queen candidate.
This is our 13th. We're getting there. There's 17 Queen candidates again in the parade today, and this is Candace Heron from North County Christian School, sponsored by Forklift America.
Candace is getting a lift from the owner, Kevin Riddell, and his family, along with the VP Mickey Pietrasek and his daughter. Forklift America offers a wide range of services, including new and used forklift sales, parts and service, rental and financing. That's Candace Heron, candidate number 13.
There's the forklift. Forklift from Forklift America, Candace's sponsor. And now here come one of the most popular groups in any parade that you go to.
And the kids love this. They love it.
The cars, the hats. It's the Moolah Chanters. Ernie.
Along with Ernie.
Along with Ernie.
From the Sesame Street
gang. Yeah, it looks like several of the Sesame Street gang. Oh, look at this guy. Up on two wheels.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So we have the Moolah Chanters and the Moolah Gateway 500. Tell me these guys aren't having a blast.
Oh, they enjoy it more than the kids do.
I think I would take that car everywhere I went if I owned it. I'd do my grocery shopping in it.
I don't know how it would handle in traffic.
We'll figure it out.
They're a little bit small to be on the street.
Might be able to just take it right into the grocery store with me. Look, that's pretty cool. These guys are having a blast. Moolah Chanters and the Moolah Gateway 500 out here at the 2017 Florissant Valley of Flowers Parade. Really cool stuff.
This is the Mini Indy novelty cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know those kids just want to take one of those cars and go for a ride themselves.
The kids love watching these guys. Especially you see them doing the trick moves. You can see the guy up there on two wheels going, got it up on two wheels going down the street. Just such a popular attraction here at the parade. On a gorgeous day. I think after Moolah, the group coming through is going to be the McClure North Marching Stars. Still got the Moolah cars coming through here. I see the Marching Stars is back there, making their way up the street.
And the Marching Stars took third place in their division at the McKendree Purdue of Champions. Nice. So doing good this year.
Wanted to, well, we had a second, hit a couple more of these, the big sponsors from today. Of course, the city of Florissant. You know, they just put so much effort into this weekend every year. Citizens National Bank, Commerce Bank, Lillie, thank you.
Thank you.
Don Hafner Jewelers, Florissant Rotary Club, Handyman True Value Hardware, Knights of Columbus, the Duchesne Council, Missouri Arts Council, and the Regional Arts Commission. As the McClure North Stars come down the street, we're going to check in again with Russ Inman.
Guys, you should see it out here. The streets are really lined with families. It is amazing to see the turnout here at the parade. This is one of those events that, I said it earlier with the families that have been here, we look forward to it every year. But you can smell the food. We've seen barbecue pits out here. People have, if you haven't been at the parade before, you've got to check it out. But make sure you come early. Some of the families that were lining their chairs out here, we actually saw chairs here the night before. Families were starting to show up around 9:30. That all of Florissant looks forward to every single year. And you know what? Let's look at the marching stars.
Yeah, very good stuff, Russ. Thank you so much. Russ, that's a true story about the chairs. There were folding chairs with ropes around them yesterday.
Yes, I
people
saw
saving their spots to make sure they get the front row seat.
This is every year. This is madness. So, McClure North Marching Stars.
Yes, that's the group going through now. Sounded really good.
Some of that equipment's pretty heavy. Those wind instruments.
Yeah, no kidding.
They've got the pom-pom girls behind.
McClure North.
Little flash.
McClure North well represented here at the 2017 Florissant Valley of Flowers Parade on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I think we're about to meet our 14th Queen candidate. Again, there are 17 candidates this year for Valley of Flowers Queen and the court, of course.
Which is a little bit shy of what we had last year, but nonetheless a nice group, nice number.
Did you do any more of these? You got them all done? All pages?
I'll do them again.
And this next group, I believe, is Dance Plus that we have. And Dance Plus has been, I believe it's about 30 years now total up in 27 years in North County. Dance Studio participates. They compete every year.
They have
Tap,
4
jazz,
competitive
ballet.
teams ranging ages from 5 to 18. So they can grow up as part of that school.
Exactly. We've got about 70 in their group today.
Wow. Seen a lot of dance teams in the parade here today, and just goes to show you the level of community involvement we have with so many different folks here in Florissant. So great to see all these different organizations. And I mean, we saw the Girl Scouts with 500 people walking.
Goodness. That's a lot of
troops.
Organization to get them together, that size of a group together for an event like
Here's
this.
Juliana Buss, Little Miss Heartland Princess of America 2017. Juliana, you gonna go Busey or Buss? I'm gonna go Busey.
Let's say Busey. Did we miss this? I'm not sure if we missed our last
I don't know
candidate.
if Mallory
but
went by yet or not.
Mallory Sifford, McClure North High School, sponsored by Mag Automotive.
I think this might be her.
Might be her. Maybe they got a little bit out of line.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if this is Mallory or if this is Sophie. This is Sophie. Okay, so this is Sophie Capra, sponsored by Citizens National Bank.
And Sophie attends Duchesne Catholic High School. Took 48 hours and 7 people to create this float that she's riding on, and was inspired by Sophie's love for Paris and the culture of France.
She had a great answer. I mentioned earlier that at the candidates' dinner, the candidates were asked what they would elect as the 8th wonder of the world if they could, and she said her basement, her family's, her home, the basement of her home, because she said that's where she spends so much time with her family. learning, talking, growing, and she said that she's just had so many great experiences that it may not make sense for other people, but for her, her basement would be the 8th wonder of the world. I thought that was a very unique answer.
Well, if we missed Mallory, I'm not sure, but she might have gone a little bit before her.
Yeah.
If we did, we don't want to forget.
No, we don't.
Candidate number 14, Mallory Sifford, McClure North High School, sponsored by MAG Automotive.
I don't know if she snuck by us or if she's just back in line a little bit. We saw, just a moment ago, we saw Atonement Lutheran. And now we are seeing our 16th of 17 Queen candidates. This is Megan Pilla. That's a beautiful float. Look at this. Look at all of the
That's beautiful. She's got
work
kind
that
of
went
pillars
into
down hers
yeah.
too.
Look at all the work that
And
went into
she's
this
sitting in a swing.
gorgeous float.
Yeah. And she, Megan attends Incarnate Word Academy too, so Incarnate Word has quite a few.
Very well represented. Look at that.
Her sponsor is the locker room.
Love the locker room. Big fan of the locker room. That's a beautiful float. They did a great job with that.
Yes, they did.
It's the Hazelwood West Marching Wildcats coming through now. I think just in front of them was the Bishop John Worm Color Guard. Here's the Hazelwood West Marching Wildcats.
Under the direction of Aaron Johnson, assisted by Joshua Pierce and Andrew Collians. They perform at selected events each year. They're in full uniform.
They are. Decked out and ready to go. Sounded really good.
And is this our last?
I believe this is our 17th candidate. Again, we had 17 candidates in this year's Valley of Flowers. This is Erin O'Brien, sponsored by Cannoli's Restaurant. Goes to Hazelwood West High School. She's following her school's band.
Hazelwood West. I would say that would have been an opponent of Hazelwood Central.
It would have been. It was one of our opponents. Was one of our opponents. But my kids are going to be going to Hazelwood West, so I have converted from a Hawk to a Wildcat.
We're going to add that there's a big gap, so you guys talk with Russ.
Okay.
Election is on. Russ on it, right?
I think we're gonna be chatting with Russ Inman, who has been our man on the street. I mentioned earlier, Russ has the great job today. We get to sit back here, but we're off the beaten path a bit, and
right, and it's
we can
kinda
see
cool up
everything,
here.
and it's nice. But Russ gets to get the front row seat of everything, and he's right there in the thick of it all, talking to the folks, really enjoying himself. So
yeah, he's touching the pulse of the crowd. He's testing the pulse.
I hope he's not touching anything else, but yes, he's.
We're going to bring in another visitor of the
Here's
parade.
Russ.
What is your name?
Patricia Applegate.
Patricia, how you doing today? This
Oh,
family here with you?
Yes, they are. All right there.
No, they're in the shade.
So glad it's not raining. Yes, I am.
That's great. Thanks for coming by, guys. And now look, you see the scooters are coming by. Look, let's follow me if you can. We're going to talk to some other people. How are you doing? How are you guys doing today? Now, how often do you guys come out here?
Every year.
This is my first time. Did you guys, now, there's a lot of things that go on with the Valley of Flowers, not just the parade today, but the festivities beforehand. So if you're seeing this now, this is just what caps off the whole event. Make sure you see all the festivities that the Florissant puts on this for the Valley of Flowers.
Oh, that's her.
And we just saw, we mentioned that we thought she snuck by us earlier. We just saw Mallory Sifford go by. She was the 14th candidate.
Right.
I think She got a little bit out of order there, but she made it.
Yes, she did.
She didn't get left out. And you mentioned that Mallory
very good.
is from McClure North High School, sponsored by MAG Automotive. And she just went by Russ there in that beautiful convertible that she was riding in.
She probably just wanted to make a grand entrance.
There you go. Yeah, she got. We talked about her twice because so she got double exposure. That's how that works.
Sometimes it pays to be a little bit later.
There you go. There you go. I want to mention again, while we have a second here, a couple more of our sponsors. Florissant Old Town Partners, Kent Miller Photography, Quick Copy, Steve Robbins, Certified Financial Planner, Stitches in Color. Again, so many groups, so many people and groups and organizations that have come together, and this level of an event with thousands and thousands of people out here don't just happen without
a lot of
everybody
hard work.
pitching in.
Exactly. For years and years, they've been dedicated to preparing for, participating in, and supporting the Valley of Flowers celebration.
This is my first opportunity to. I've actually been in the parade and I've covered the parade for the radio station. This is the first time I've ever been had the opportunity to work with the city and with you and the fine folks here to actually be a part of the broadcast. Lily, this is not your first go around, right?
No, and it won't be your first, I'm sure, because once you are
you're part of the
elected
family?
into this family situation, it's very hard not to be involved in Florissant if you're living anywhere near here.
I agree.
You will get adopted.
I love it.
And voluntold.
You know, I joke all the time with Chief Lowry and Mayor Schneider and all the folks that work with the city that they know they got me. I'm a sucker for helping out and working at city events and give the opportunity to do a whole lot of trivia nights and banquet dinners and all that kind of stuff. And
it's a
anything we can do,
very busy community.
Anything we can do to promote this great community that we have here in Florissant.
Look at the dance
so much
moves
fun
here.
Yeah, we're seeing now the Hazelwood West Pridettes coming through the parade now, doing their thing, looking great.
Dancing.
Yeah, they look great. 55th year of the Valley of Flowers Parade and Festival. Just an amazing tradition that we have up here, and it's got no signs of slowing down. I haven't heard any official numbers yet, but last year it was about 100,000 people that were a part of the entire weekend, and I think we're at least going to get to that number again this year, especially with how much the weather has turned around and how much.
I would say so.
How good everything has been.
This definitely helps
Yes.
attendance when we can have a day like this.
No kidding. And the great carnival that happens all weekend long.
And I drove by the carnival grounds last night, and it was packed.
Yes.
Families out with little ones.
You know, it's too late for this year, but it's something to think about for next year and years going forward. The first night of the carnival, Friday night, the day that the carnival opens every year on this weekend, all of the rides are just one-ticket rides.
Oh, is that right?
It's kind of a family night atmosphere, and
that's good to know.
And,
we need to get that message out.
Yeah, they only charge one ticket for all the rides. You know, throughout the weekend.
That's amazing.
Some of the cost several tickets to get on some of the rides, and that can be prohibitive if you have a large family with a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah.
You come out that first day on Friday, and it's just one ticket to get on any of the rides. For that entire night, and it's just what a great way to get things started.
And certainly helps families
to
afford it.
Absolutely.
It's great.
We're looking now at the Missouri Pageant alumni and senior pageant alumni.
Good-looking ladies.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Once a beauty queen, always a beauty
queen. That's
right.
You got it. Look at those dresses.
Beautiful.
Riding on a nice car, too.
Heck yeah. Nice car on a nice day, nice breeze.
It's kind of a neat looking float. Looks like a stage.
Yep, it's the same group. This is the Missouri Pageant and Senior Pageant alumni going through here. Oh, did you see that? They worked there was a forehead tap in the.
Look at that.
go. Same group coming through here. I think there's the forehead tap. They got it going. Look at that.
My goodness.
Good looking stuff there for the Missouri Pageant alumni and Senior Pageant alumni.
They're holding it together. And let's see who we've got next. I believe that's part of Valley Industries. That's the U.S. Army recruiting. They might be a little bit.
I think you're right. No, I think you're right. I think that's the U.S. Army recruiting along with Valley Industries, and I think also
the 2015 Valley of Flowers Queen and Court.
Speaking of alumni, we have the 2015 Valley of Flowers Court.
Very nice.
Valley Industries Bomarito Auto Group is leading the way for all of this group here. Valley Industries Bomarito Auto Group, along with the U.S. Army recruiting that we saw just a moment ago.
And there's that truck that you wanted.
Yes, yes. I'll take any of the new trucks. I am not. I'll take it from any of the dealerships out here that want to let me take a new truck out for a spin. I'm your guy.
You would need that one because it's got the extended cab, the
yes.
extra doors.
Yeah,
for the kids.
Tell me about it. What a great group.
Valley Industries was founded in 1967, opened with 15 disabled employees.
Wow.
They are a sheltered workshop, and they employ those with learning disabilities.
And as we talked about, this is all part of the same group, the Valley Industries group. As we mentioned a moment ago, the 2015 Valley of Flowers Queen and Court. We said once a beauty queen, always a beauty queen. Once a Valley of Flowers queen, always a Valley of Flowers.
That's true.
Following the 2015 court, we have DK Dance Productions, another great dance school here in Florissant. Look at that. That was cool. Great move there.
Got a dance theme going on here.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned earlier, we have all these, so many, we've seen so many schools represented. We've seen so many faith organizations represented, dance troops represented. Yeah, just a great group, great organizations, great community up here. And this parade and this festival every year really highlights that community atmosphere that.
Look at the girls go.
Yeah.
And their studio has danced all over the United States, including San Antonio, Texas. They teach all kinds of dance. I think our motorcycle guys are here.
Talk, Lillie.
Our motorcycle guys are here, and they want to be heard.
They want to be
seen and heard.
And you know what? And they are heard. Sounding good. Some of our military veteran there in the parade. They can't thank them enough for their service. We mentioned earlier, going back to the dance classes, you see those girls with those big, huge smiles on their faces, and getting to perform in front of all these people out here today is just an absolute thrill. We're speaking of the veterans, military veterans. We have the Vietnam Veterans of America passing through now. I think that's the group that we saw led by the motorcycle that's making all the noise.
So.
Looking
they
good.
They shut me down.
Sounding good, yeah. Once again, can't thank our veterans enough for the service they've provided to this country. Veterans are followed by Christian Hospital.
Our EMS team, which again, we really appreciate all of the hard work that they do to watch
first
out
responders.
for the health care of this community.
Yeah. First responders play such a key role in keeping a community so as great as we have up here in Florissant.
I believe we have another dance studio. Right?
Yeah, this is Lace Cheer and Dance. Lace Cheer and Dance Unlimited Incorporated coming through. Another opportunity for these kids to perform and get out in front of all these people and show them what they've learned, let them know about their school, make people aware of their group.
I love the tie-dye t-shirts.
Yeah, they look great.
And the girls are strutting and dancing along the way.
I think the strut is part of the dance.
Is that a part of it?
I think it's part of the move. It all goes together. This is Omega Generation Youth Organization. Coming through after Lace Cheer and Dance. Omega Generation Youth. Well, they're letting you know. They're letting you know a little.
Well, and their organization focuses on helping feed and clothe families in our community that are in need. So very noble mission.
Working some of those dance moves there.
And this is a newer group in our community. I believe they pronounce it Squad. And they were formed in 2016 under the leadership of Coach Picola J to sponsor and foster a positive, fun-filled atmosphere for children of all ages, groups of all ages. Dance, outreach, making a difference in the community and in the lives of these young people. That's their mission.
Very cool. Another one of the great organizations. We've seen groups that have been around for 50 years. And we've seen groups that have been around for 1 year.
Right. Isn't that something?
They're all welcome.
All over the spectrum.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great? I think following the dancers there.
Is this bowling? Trucking, I believe.
Yep. I think these are the guys making all the noise, blowing the big horns.
These are the guys you want to see when your car is broken down on the highway. You want to see them coming to rescue you.
Yes.
And they're good guys.
Cool to see those big trucks. You see some of these little kids that get a up-close view of the big military vehicle. We've had a couple military vehicles go through. The motorcycles, the moolah, little cars.
All sizes and shapes of
it's just
floats
neat.
and decorated vehicles in this parade.
So neat to see it. You
A
just
lot of work, and when you think about all of the rain, all of the rain that we've had over the past week, these guys were still working on these floats, putting them together and decorating them, and they had to do that in spite of the weather.
Fight through that, all that weather that we experienced, and still had to get everything done on the deadline to be out here today. They're communicating.
They're talking to each other.
They're talking to each other.
Okay. What are they saying?
I'm not sure. I don't speak truck. Here, 3 from that guy. Now watch.
And here we go.
See, 3 from that guy.
So some type of a code.
It's some type of code. I've picked up on it. Here's 3 more. No, there you go. There's the response. They are communicating.
It was a rather long response.
I think we only have just a few more to go in the parade here today. But the festivities are far from over.
Not over
out
yet.
Here.
We need to head down to the carnival grounds and make sure that the kids get in on some of that and some of those rides, and more hot dogs, more popcorn. I think there's even funnel cakes down there, which is the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the carnival atmosphere is just great, and the food is awesome. The rides are so much fun. It's just a great weekend, and the fact that the weather's turned around so much for us has just been amazing. This is
Florissant CRT.
Yeah, CERT, Florissant CERT coming through.
And a DARE vehicle. Very good. The DARE vehicles shows up at various schools in the community, encouraging children to stay off drugs. Very good mission.
Absolutely. And a cool looking vehicle.
When you're done, wrap up to the camera.
And I think that the DARE vehicle
was our
the very
last
one. Let's Russ is still out there though. Let's go ahead, Russ.
Hey guys, now the parade is over, but the fun's still beginning because the Queen is gonna get crowned in just a moment. So, you know, this has been a great day Tony, thanks for participating. Thanks for joining us. Lillie, you've done a fabulous job as always. We appreciate you. We appreciate Florissant, and we appreciate the turnout in the crowd. What a day.
Beautiful.
God bless.
Thank you, Russ.
Great, Russ. Great job today. Great parade. Beautiful stuff. Lillie, thank you so much for letting me join your broadcast.
Tony, for being my partner this year.
I hope we get an opportunity to do it again next year.
Right, and we're going to head down to the Carnival grounds to see who's going to be our 2017 Queen and Court.
Yeah, we saw all the candidates in the parade today. Beautiful floats, beautiful. A couple of them were on horseback. Beautiful animals going by. And great to see the 17 candidates. And we wish them all luck. And one of them will be crowned queen, and then she'll have her court. And we just appreciate everybody being a part of the 2017 Valley of Flowers Festival and Parade. I'm with Lillie Dumas from Commerce Bank. Thank you so much, Lillie, for again letting me be a part.
And thank you.
I hope we get a chance to do this again next year. My name's Tony Colombo.
And I'm Lillie Dumas.
And thank you so much, guys. And we will see you next year from the Valley of Flowers Parade. Get out there to the carnival. It's a great weekend. It's great weather.
Have a great time.
Yeah, we'll see you from the city of Florissant again real soon. Thanks, guys.